Hey guys, it's Eric here at Farpoint Farms. Check it out. I got a new cool radio from Redicus. This is the TR110, a wideband receiver. This is a really compact shortwave radio, and it's about as small as you're going to be able to get when it comes to a shortwave. Check out the size of that little booger right there. That's pretty impressive if you ask me. And it comes with some cool stuff here. I'll dump it out on the table. We'll go through it real quick for getting this thing hooked up. Little carrying bag, which is nice. A battery. Then this is a, sometimes people get upset about not having standardized batteries, but this is like a cell phone size battery right there. It's called the BL. Well, let's see what it is. I think it's the BL-5C. That is it's not a unique battery, so if you need to replace that, that can be had. USB to USB-C charging cable. A nice little wristband thing, which is good because that's a small radio, and a good set of earbuds. This also does have a built-in belt clip on it, which is pretty cool. Now, it is small beans. Look at the size of that. It fits easily in the palm of my hand. Definitely smaller than your average cell phone or whatnot. Now, it is AM, FM, shortwave, airband, CB band, VHF band, UHF band, weather band, and ham band. So it pretty much covers everything. And it also, think about this, lower sideband and upper sideband, all in a radio this big. I don't believe I've ever seen another radio that could fit USB and LSB operations in something that size. So that's pretty darn cool. Does have a built-in antenna, and it's actually a pretty darn tall one considering. So that's there as well. That will help with FM and shortwave, for no doubt about that. And we have, it's a little hard for you to see, a hookup for an external long wire antenna, which would really help on shortwave, AM, and such. Earphone plug here on the top. On the bottom, just a stand. On the back, simply our little belt clip and a spot for our battery, which I'll go ahead and install now. Hopefully it's got a charge on it. On this side, USB-C charging port and our tuning dial. We have a dial to tune everything. The front-firing speaker, our LCD readout display, and just a few buttons. So the thing with a radio that's going to do this much and have this few buttons is that every button probably does more than one. But honestly, I'm not seeing a ton of that. On the front, I'm seeing band, mode, memo, step, align/lock, set, volume up, volume down, and then tuning buttons. And then at the very top, we do have our power button. Very cool little piece of machinery looking thing here. And then this manual, that's a big manual for such a tiny manual. I've got my good glasses on. These are a little higher power for reading because, well, the print is pretty small. About 20 pages in English. It says 19. Let's see. Yep, 19 pages in English. And I'll have to go through that to make sure I understand what all this stuff does. But a nice little radio, if you were going to take, let's say, like I would say, camping, right? If I'm going to go on a trip, I'm going to take one of the larger radios I have just for ease to see it and whatnot. But if I want to go camping and I want something super light, especially if I'm backwoods camping, then this is exactly what I would want to have. What I'm going to do now, pause the camera, get the camera closer in, and we're going to take a closer look at this. We'll see what kind of stations we can pick up. It's right around lunchtime, so hopefully there'll be something broadcasting in our area. Usually nighttime is far better for shortwave, but we'll see what we can find. Let's do it. All right, well, here it is. Let's go ahead and get the antenna up, and you can see. Good looking little radio. Okay, let's go ahead and power it up.
For scientists to do the right kind of studies, wants to take shortcuts, and I think shortcuts are good sometimes. I take shortcuts all the time. We all do it.
And we'll go ahead and turn the volume down on this. We'll go through and listen to some of this in here in a second, but I just want to show you some of what's going on here. Lots of information: shortwave, attenuator, volume, signal noise ratio, antenna. We have our clock here, our timer here, I guess it is. Battery indicator. Stereos is up right now. We're in FM mode, and then there's where our frequency is displayed. Megahertz is there as well. Band, mode, memo, step, lock, set, volume up and down, and tune up and down. Plus, we do have a coarse tuner here. All right, so let's go ahead. We'll turn the volume up, listen to some FM here. Have to be very, very careful, obviously, with copyright violations, but
I am very grateful for many of the medical technologies that have improved my life. But I do think that there is a question of, what are you trading off? Like, we can talk about Ozempic, right? Like, if you think that Ozempic is a substitute for, say, having a movement practice,
I would say a little bit tinny, but other than that, loud and clear, obviously. Okay, let's switch on over to AM. Bring the volume back up. And if you press and hold, she goes into scan mode. Let's see if it'll find anything on the AM. Very, very hard to get AM reception up here. Let's try 1200. Okay. Okay. In our local, and I use local in quotes here, FM station, or AM station. Well, very faint. You probably can't hear that, but I can kind of pick out some. With a long-range antenna, it would probably be a little better there. All right, so here we are on the shortwave band, and 3200 all the way up to 30 megahertz, so quite a bit of coverage. I'm going to go ahead and hit scan, and we'll just let it roll through and see if we can find anything. Let me turn the volume up a smidge. And, you know, I don't know. It's, like I said, it's about 12:30 right now, so we'll see if we can pick anything up. This is not going to be like the Signal Hunter radio. You know, I would say that this has got some compromise in it because clearly it's a very compact rig. But if you're looking for the big US stations when they're broadcasting, sure, this is definitely going to work with that. Probably a couple of the big foreign stations as well. But when you're looking at smaller stations down in South America or the Caribbean, or stuff over in Europe that's you know, less than 50,000 watts, probably going to be hard to pick up anything with that. So as I let it roll through the bands here, we'll give it a shot. Now remember, it also does have sideband mode, so we can get in there and try to... Oh, there we go. 13570. Playing Led Zeppelin. Hopefully you can hear that okay. Got to be real careful about that. So turn it down, but we'll see if that's pretty cool. And we could change the bandwidth, might make it better here. Cool, so it's definitely picking up a good strong shortwave signal there. We can switch over to airband. Never have picked up anything on the airband here, but we'll give it a shot. We'll let it roll through. And of course, don't forget, you can also pick up or try to pick up. I would probably use a long wire antenna for that. All right, I think what this is suffering from is not a great antenna for this. So let me go ahead, just to give this thing a fair shot. Let's hook up a long wire antenna to it and see if that improves this at all. With the long wire antenna hooked up. And we're going to roll through that CB band again. I want to see if I pick up anything with that long wire. Earlier today, there was quite a bit of activity, so it's worth checking it out. Well, there you go. Got something on the CB band.
I'm Rachel Martin.
Yeah, so we're getting a lot better reception here with long wire.
Wednesday.
Yeah, there's weather band.
A slight chance of rain showers in the morning, then a chance of rain showers in the afternoon. Highs in the mid to upper 40s.
Yeah, so I mean, look, again, this is not going to be a signal hunter type radio. This isn't something. But it is picking up plenty of the larger stations. And that's really nice, actually. One thing I do wish it had that it does not is the ability to direct enter. You know, it doesn't have a keypad. Just want to see if 12160 here. That's good. So 12160 is coming in.
I don't want to be a part of this, so I want my narrator known because I thought this person was free.
Yeah, definitely picking up a lot of shortwave. So I would say for this radio, the long wire makes all the difference in the world. Having this hooked up to a good external antenna or at least a long draped wire around your room is going to increase the amount of signals that it picks up drastically. I mean, this is pretty significant. I'm going to go ahead and close this down a little bit so I can tilt that back. Hopefully you guys can see that all the way.
Keeping me alive, keeping me alive. It's the Holy Ghost.
Nice. Yeah, it's definitely doing well on shortwave. Sorry if the lighting isn't as good over here. Yeah, I'm just trying to make sure. Yeah, that's 9265. So it's definitely, and like I said, for a shortwave radio, for a pocket-sized shortwave radio, this is pretty impressive. I'm going to get down to about 7200, and then I'm going to try to switch over to shortwave, and single sideband. We'll see if we can pick up anything there, and then I'll wrap up the video. Honestly, I think you guys get an idea how this thing's working. I like it. I definitely like it. I'd say, you know, is it the most sensitive? No, but it's actually not bad at all. Surprisingly, like you wouldn't expect much out of a radio this size normally, but they've managed to get a good signal processor in here or whatnot. There we go. Sideband mode is activated. I was hoping to pick something up, but it may not be the right time of day for it. Well, I guess that'll do it. Really neat little piece of equipment. Oh, look at that. It even has a temperature in Celsius. Nice. Cool. Well, I will definitely leave a link to where you can get one of these things. And overall, I'm pretty impressed with it. It's certainly a keeper. Something I'll hang on to and use. You know what else that would be good for? Taking out on the boat. I got a little, or I'm looking to get a little fishing boat, like a John boat, 14 foot, something like that. And this would be perfect for that. Put it in a Ziploc bag, and you can still operate the buttons through the Ziploc and listen to the radio. Cool. Until next time, my friends, take care.